Welcome to another episode of Taste and See with Dee, where cooking is made easy. I'm your host Dee, and if you are a first-time visitor, please be sure to click the subscribe button, like, and also comment. So today we'll be making lasagna. Okay, so let's get into our video. So you're going to want to use a whole package of lasagna noodles because I think you'll need at least 12 of them. And right here, all I'm doing is I'm cutting up my onions and my garlic. If you smash the garlic first, it's a lot easier for you to cut. And then you can just combine the two. So I'll add a little bit of olive oil to my saute pan along with the onions and garlic. And now I'm going to cook my Italian sausage. So this pork sausage meat tends to be really tight, so it's better for you to just break it up into really small pieces, and then as you cook it down, break it up as much as you can, because you don't want big huge pieces of sausage in the meat sauce. All right, now I'm going to do the same exact thing with my ground turkey, and it'll be just a little bit easier to break apart. So you're going to cook this down fully with your onions and garlic, and add just a little bit more olive oil, because sometimes ground turkey can tend to be more on the lean side and you'll need a little bit more fat. And then right here I'm adding my spice blend. I'll include it in the recipe. So again, break down the meat really nice and fine. And then you can combine the two in the same bowl. Now I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to my same saute pan along with my tomato sauce. So whatever tomato sauce you prefer. I prefer Prego, and I like the either the garden vegetable or the Italian sausage. And then you're just going to add your meat to the sauce. And mix it. Okay, so a lot of people don't prefer sugar in their meat sauce, but I prefer it because of the tang of the tomato sauce. So I added a 1/4 cup of sugar. And if you don't like the tang, you can either add sugar or you can add just a little bit of baking soda, like a teaspoon of baking soda. All right, that's going to cook down, and now it's ready to assemble. So I have my lasagna noodles. They're all ready to go. I have the mozzarella cheese and my meat sauce. And a large lasagna pan. Okay, so you want to start with your lasagna noodles. They've doubled in size since you boiled them. And then you'll place them at the bottom of the pan. Then you want to add a little bit of meat sauce to cover the bottom. And what I did with my lasagna noodles, because sometimes they can be really sticky, is I added a little bit of olive oil to them after they came out of the water. That way they will be easier for me to pull apart. So once you add the meat sauce, spread it around so it can coat the bottom of the pan, or so that it can coat the noodles completely. Okay, so our next layer will be the cheese. A lot of people prefer ricotta cheese, but I don't. So I'm just going to use a layer of mozzarella. All right, so once you do that, you just start the process all over again by adding your lasagna noodles right on top of the cheese. And you'll do this until you run out of space in your pan. So making lasagna is pretty easy. It takes just a little bit more patience because you have a lot of working parts in it. You have to make the noodles, make the meat sauce, and then assemble it. So it takes just a little bit more time, but it's worth the effort. I went through a lot more cheese than I thought I would go through. I went through 3 bags of regular size mozzarella shredded cheese, but I actually needed just a little bit more for the top. So in the recipe, I'm going to include the number of bags needed, and I'll go with 4 bags just in case you like a lot more cheese. So this looks like it's going to be my last layer. And I'm adding my meat sauce. And I still got a lot of meat sauce to go, so that's good. And this will be my top layer. So I'm adding my noodles, and then I'm going to add more cheese to the top of it. Okay, so this is now ready to go in the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. And there you have it, lasagna. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous and delicious? All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me again on another episode of Taste and See with Dee. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like the video, and please be sure to comment on the video. I'll include the recipe in the comments of this video.